What's good, all my fellow stock market and crypto freaks? It's your boy Kevin. Welcome back to the channel. Over the past few weeks, we've heard that Russia's going to invade Ukraine. Then it was Russia's calling off the dogs. There's going to be a diplomatic path forward and an invasion will be avoided. However, today we saw a press conference from Joseph Biden, the President of the United States himself. And he was asked straight up, so what do you think? Is Ukraine going to be invaded by Comrade Vlad? Or is a diplomatic path forward going to happen? And he just said yes. And reporters, they kind of shrugged their shoulders and said, what the hell? What the hell did you just say? What does yes mean? Does this mean they are going to invade Ukraine? Or is there a diplomatic path forward? And he said that there is going to be an invasion, pretty much saying it's going to happen. And that shocked the stock market. We saw the market down big. It's down big overall due to this situation. So in today's video, we're going to analyze the whole thing. What does this mean for our pocketbook? What does this mean for the stock market? And what the hell's going on? If you're new around here, do me a big solid, hit that subscribe button, and everybody go down there and destroy that like button for me, because remember, the like button is not our friend and we must destroy it. All right, so the market, we got the spies put up on the screen. Today we were down once again. We've seen a sell-off. This sell-off here was pretty much before the Russia-Ukraine situation, and this sell-off right here, I think, is in part due to what we see going on between Ukraine and Russia. All right, so there was a press conference today. The retirement home escapee, the assisted living home escapee himself, our president himself, had a press conference today, and he said that he expects Russia to invade Ukraine. Let's play that clip.
You know, look, we have reason to believe the Russian forces are planning to and intend to attack Ukraine in the coming week, in the coming days. We believe that they will target Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, a city of 2.8 million innocent people.
If you guys are into politics and sports, I'm actually starting a political and a sports-related channel. I haven't posted to the channel yet, but I'll link that in the description. If you're into non-politically correct politics, go ahead and subscribe to that channel. And if you want to get some free stocks valued up to over like $15,000 of free money, check out the link in the description to Moo. That's the broker that I'm now using. Awesome broker and the best sign up bonus offered out there, hands down. All right, so what does this mean? He's saying that he expects Russia to invade. Number one, I think this could be a ploy, kind of like a strategic move here by Biden to try to get out ahead of it, right? Some type of strategy here by Biden and trying to get out ahead of an invasion. However, he could be straight up. He could be being straight up with us. We don't know. Whatever the hell's going on, it's not good. And why does this matter? Why does this matter for the stock market? And why does this matter for our overall financial well-being? Well, number one, we get a shitload of oil from this region, and anytime there's turmoil, anytime there's a war going on in a region where we get a majority or a large percentage of our oil supply from, it's not good. If there's turmoil in a region we get oil, the price of oil is going to go up, and we have already started to see that as oil prices have skyrocketed. Stocks have had a really bad time as well. We've seen the majority of the market decline. However, stocks like Walmart have done really well. Why is that? Because Walmart isn't going to be affected by a situation like this. It may actually be helped. You're not going to stop buying toilet paper, paper towels, and milk because a war's going on. You're going to buy more of it. You're going to stock up. You're going to ration. You're going to become a survivalist because you're scared. People get scared when shit like this happens and they stock up on supply. So Walmart has seen a boost. The Walmart stock has seen a boost. Biden has indicated that this is a real threat. This is a real threat, and it's not a good situation. The stock market does not like when a nuclear power like Russia starts invading other countries. And what makes this so messed up is that we told Ukraine a while back, hey, give up your nuclear power, give up your nuclear weapons and we will protect you from any type of incursions or invasions. And they said, okay, we're going to give up our nuclear weapons, but you better have our back. And sure, the United States have given Ukraine weapons to defend themselves with, but they don't have the manpower to defend an attack from Russia, and it would fall like that if Russia did indeed invade. It's a scary situation. What do? Does the United States go send a bunch of troops to fight Russia? You can't do that, right? You just can't do that. The last thing we need right now as we try to get this economy back on a stable footing is a war with Russia. I mean, that's the craziest shit you can ever imagine, right? You're talking Cold War type level stuff, and that is the last thing this country needs. However, you're kind of throwing Ukraine to the wolves and betraying them after they abandoned their nuclear weapons. So it's a really bad situation. I think there should be work going on behind the scenes to try to avoid this. Tell Putin, just if you're Ukraine, tell Putin, all right, don't invade us. We won't join NATO. We will not try to join NATO. Sign a treaty for the next decade. They cannot try to attempt to join NATO. Putin doesn't give a damn about any financial sanctions. He doesn't give a damn. He doesn't want NATO in his backyard, and he'll take any financial sanctions like a slap on the wrist in order to keep NATO out of his backyard. All right, so let's look at the stock market. Pull up my Moomoo charts. Once again, get your free stocks up to 15K in free money from Moomoo. Link in the description. All right, so we're trading at an inflection point right here. This blue line right here is the 250-day moving average on the daily chart. And a lot of people don't use this indicator. They'll use a 200-day moving average. They'll use a 20-day moving average. But we can see here on the chart, it's a very valid indicator, right? We tested it way back here, and we held it. And now we're testing it again. If we get below that 250-day moving average, it is a bad sign, and there's a long way down. You have to go back to the freaking weekly chart to find any support whatsoever. And the next real area of support on the SPYs is the pre-Rona highs back at the 330 area. If we start seeing war in Eastern Europe and just turmoil across the map, I do think we could see those pre-Rona highs. So does an invasion happen? Well, I don't have Vlad on speed dial, but I think it's very, very likely. I don't necessarily think he wants to do it, but if he feels like NATO's trying to get their feet in Eastern Europe, he's going to do it, right? He's going to do it. The last thing he wants is NATO in his backyard. And you can't really blame him, right? You can't really blame him. Imagine if China was saying, we're going to come into Cuba and set up shop. Of course, we would not be cool with that. And I'm not condoning him invading Ukraine. But I'm saying is, if China or Russia came into Cuba and we're setting up shop, or South America, Mexico, yeah, we're setting up shop in Mexico, we would not be cool with that. So you kind of have to empathize with the situation. And if Biden is smart, as it has one brain cell left in that brain, he should be negotiating with Putin and saying, hey, look, I know we're not going to say this straight up in the media, but Ukraine will not be a part of NATO if you just let this be. It's just a shit situation, right? So I do think the market is on thin ice here, and we need to keep our eyes on the situation. We also need to remember that Russia and China are buddies, right? They're like that. They're homies. And the Olympics are ending in the next couple of days. This is a very key time in this situation. Russia and Vlad do not want to piss off China. China does not want this shit going on in the middle of the Winter Olympics. The last thing China wants is an invasion of Ukraine during the Winter Olympics. So right after the Winter Olympics end is going to be the highest tension in this situation, and that's what we need to watch for. Because it's basically, once the Winter Olympics end, Vlad has free reign to do whatever he wants without pissing China off. All right, so to summarize this situation, not good for the stock market, not good. However, I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think we should be panicking and selling out of all of our positions. If they do invade, not good, right? But there is still a chance for a diplomatic path forward. If we see more downside, it could be a really good buy the dip opportunity, because if an invasion doesn't happen, we probably get a bounce and see a positive reaction to that. All right. Check out that link in the description to the political channel that I'm starting and to the link to Moo. I love all of you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, deuces.